Hola Pilgrims, I'm Brian from Cruisin with the Colemans, and I'm ready to show you what is in my backpack to go on the Camino as a solo male. Now, of course, you already know, I don't travel solo, but you might, or even if you're just carrying all your own gear, here's what I need in my pack for a trip on the Camino de Santiago. First of all, gotta have a hat. There's a lot of sun, there's a lot of rain, and you gotta have something to protect your hair, especially if maybe you have a little bit of a open spot on the top of your head or this gray hair, which lets the sun come through. All right, next up, let's check out the pack. So this is a Kestrel 48 liter pack, which I will be completely honest with you, is too much backpack. I would not carry something quite this big. 35 to 40 liters, maybe 42 is probably ideal for me. Let's see how much it weighs right now, fully loaded. The only thing I don't have in here is water. Right now, I am at 7 kilograms, almost on the nose. That's about 15 pounds. That's probably a pretty reasonable amount to be carrying. Let's see what I've got in here. Maybe I can get rid of a few things. First of all, up here on top, I've got a Ziploc baggie, and in that baggie, I have my credential and my passport. I like to keep it in a baggie. It helps protect it from rain and the elements if I don't get my cover on my pack fast enough. And you're gonna need quick access to that. You're always gonna be getting stamps throughout the day. And most of the time when you check into your lodging, they're gonna wanna see your passport. I've got another pocket up here. In this pocket, I've got a spare battery. This is just a phone charging battery that I could use if I needed to in the middle of the day. Maybe I'm running low on power and I need that extra backup. Probably won't actually take this year, and they're kind of heavy, so that's gonna save me a little bit of weight. Also in here, I've got my charging, my European charger. This is nice because it flips up, has the European charging, and it's got 2 outlets plus 2 USB-Cs and an old-fashioned USB, so I can plug my phone in and any other stuff. And in an albergue, other people could plug into it also, because a lot of times there are a shortage of outlets. I've got in here a line. This is a laundry line. We'll link it down below, but it is just really paracord with a couple extra clips on it. And we use safety pins to make sure that we hang our clothes on. It's really nice if the albergue doesn't have, or if the hotel you're staying in doesn't have a place to hang laundry. We've hooked it up in a room before, or I can hook it up outside between some trees if they've run out of space on the line. Whoop. The other thing I've got here are some spare hiking tip poles. We're gonna talk about my hiking poles in a minute and how you can get your poles overseas to Europe on that airplane. And we've got a charging cable. I've got some salt sticks. These salt sticks are great for hydration because they help keep you going during the day. They're chewable and they're just a great way to replenish your electrolytes. I also have these little baggies. I have some medications that I take every single day. These baggies are a great way to keep them sorted out. I would have the rest of them down in my pack somewhere, but I usually take some medication in the middle of the day, so these would be sitting up here where I could get to them really quick in the middle of the day. And that is it on these 2 pockets. Oh, no, it's not. I got one more thing. Cleaning tabs for my water bladder. Like to keep that water bladder clean. Sometimes it gets just a little gross after every day's use. So I usually clean it once in the 1/3 or so way across the Camino, and then another time about 2/3 of the way through. I think that's everything I've got inside that pocket. Hey, here on the front, you might have already noticed this. This is my corkscrew. This is a must-have on the Camino. You just never know when you're gonna need to open a bottle of wine, and this will get through airport security because it doesn't have a blade on it. Also, here on the back of my pack, I've got a pack towel. This is kind of a little bit big, but I really like this one. It's good for just mopping yourself off in the middle of the day. You can dunk it in some water in a stream or at a fountain, fill it up, get water in it, wrap it around your neck, helps cool you off. This has come in really handy many, many times. Also back here, I've got my hydration bladder. Let me pull it out. Now, I like to carry in my full pack a 3-liter bladder. Now, I don't ever put 3 liters of water in it unless I know that there's gonna be a shortage of water during the day. Usually I put about a liter and a half of water in it. I can refill it at my lunch stop or my second breakfast stop, but if I know it's gonna be a long distance or if it's particularly hot, I can put more water in it. Remember, every gallon of water is gonna add about 8 pounds to your pack, so you're better off to carry a little less and refill. I've also got this little bottle, which is not just for water. It's also great for storing a banana or some fruit or grapes or whatever else I might pick up at a market along the way. Keeps them from getting crushed and squished. I can use some electrolyte powder in this without getting my bladder kind of tasting funky. So this is really helpful throughout the day too. In my side pockets, I've got a number of little helpful things. Some tissues, you never know when you're gonna need them on the trail, especially when you come across a bathroom at a bar that doesn't have toilet paper. I've got some sunscreen. The best thing to do, honestly, is to buy the sunscreen in Europe when you get there. They've got just better quality sunscreen. I've got a buff, which is always good for keeping the sun off your face or whatever else you might need to use a buff for. Over here, I've got a little blinker light. This is really good for those late or early mornings when you're starting in the dark. You can just attach it to the back of your pack, especially if you're walking on the street. Cars can see you coming. My headlamp, great for those early mornings or late nights in the albergue, but make sure you always use the red light so you're not messing with everybody else's night vision and waking them up. Also, we've had some mornings that I've started before sunrise, and this helps find the way out of town. Got some bug spray, could come in handy, and I've got a pocket knife for cutting up cheese and salami on those Pilgrim picnics that we have on the side of the road sometimes. We'll also talk about how to get that overseas, because obviously you can't carry that on to the airplane. Inside the backpack, I've put all of my heaviest stuff at the bottom of the pack. That's where I want the heaviest weights to be. And then I put the things that I'm gonna need the quickest access to at the top. So the very first thing up here on top is my raincoat. Love this raincoat. I just roll it up into its own hood, so it's a nice little pouch, and it's there. I like to use the raincoat rather than a poncho. For me, a poncho is just bulky. It's hard to deal with. The wind whips up and blows it up over your head. And it's not the most comfortable for me. So I really prefer a raincoat. It's also better on days that I'm not packing, because if I don't have my backpack on, the poncho is even bigger if it's one of those backpack ponchos. This is my first aid kit. It's got a lot of basics in it, some Band-Aids, some gloves, thread for threading blisters if that becomes a problem. It also has some Advil in it and some other things like that, moleskin, all that basic first aid. You're gonna be able to find anything you need in almost any village along the Camino. But it's good to have some basic stuff with you as you're going. I've also got a jacket. This is just like a starter jacket, zip up. I prefer mine to have a full zip on it. That way I can have it unzipped and open if I'm not really cold, or I can zip it up and keep it really zipped up. The raincoat also helps to add an extra layer, like a windbreaker if you really need it. So this is another must-have, because some of those mornings and some of the evenings get pretty cool on the Camino. I carry a Turkish towel. For me, it's the best thing. They're super lightweight, they're super small, but they're really absorbent and they dry really, really quick. So I love these Turkish towels. Link that down below in the description. I've got a pair of flip-flops. So my flip-flops are for the evenings, for the shower, for just wandering around town after I'm all done walking for the day. And I keep all of the clothes that I carry in this little bag. I like that it's not all just floating around loose in my backpack, and the bag adds no extra weight. Plus on laundry day, I can just stuff all the dirty stuff into this bag to carry it down to wash wherever I'm washing it. So I'm wearing one outfit. I've got a pair of shorts and I've got a button-down shirt. I prefer wearing button-down shirts on the Camino. I'm wearing a pair of underwear. I've got one pair of underwear ready to go. So when I get in for the night, I'm gonna strip everything off, take a shower, put on tomorrow's clothes essentially, so that I can wash today's clothes. I like to carry a pair of swim trunks. It's kind of an extra thing. It's not totally necessary. My first Camino, on the few occasions that we did get to go swimming, I just did it in my boxer shorts. But well, let's face it, nobody wants to see that. So I do carry a swimsuit that I can wear. They're also nice enough that I can wear them out for the day, evening if I wanted to. Next thing I've got in here is a couple of pairs of socks. Now, I wear chacos on the Camino, so I don't wear socks on the Camino because I'm wearing my sandals. But If I'm having foot issues, sometimes these are really helpful because I can put moisturizer on my feet or Vaseline or something if I'm really getting problems. These help cover that up and help give them a little extra protection. My second pair of shorts here is actually a pair of zip-offs. Usually what happens is the first time I wear them, I zip the legs off, the legs go back in the pack and I never put them back on. But every now and then it does get a little chilly and you want them. So I like the zip-offs as an option because they give me a pair of shorts and a pair of pants all in one. I've got a t-shirt, which is great for nighttime, rest day, wandering around the albergue, or even wearing it sometimes on the Camino itself. And then I've got a second button-down shirt. So basically 2 full outfits plus a t-shirt and an extra pair of shorts. And again, this bag is fantastic, love it. What else is in here? I'm getting down to the bottom. I've got a silk sleep liner. Don't really need a blanket. A lot of times the albergues have them. Plus, most of the time in the summer when we're on the Camino, it's so warm you don't need anything else. This is nice because it gives you a little bit of protection on the bed and you can get into it and it gives you a sheet on top. And I've got my toiletry kit down here. Let's see, my toiletry kit is all pretty basic. Stuff that you would expect. One of my luxury items, I do use an electric toothbrush, so I carry that. Obviously a regular toothbrush would save me a little bit of weight, but I really like this electric toothbrush. Some floss, of course my deodorant, shaving cream travel size, a little bit of hair product, a razor and a couple of extra blades, and my shampoo. I don't have in here a bar of soap. I do usually carry a bar of soap in a little soap container. And then the last thing that I have is a bottle of Healthy Feet. This is really important for me being, barefoot essentially on the Camino in my sandals. But some kind of foot balm. A lot of people like to put Vaseline on before they put their socks on. So some small container of something like this. And that's basically everything in my toiletry kit. This little bag can go into the shower with me and it dries out real quick if it gets wet. All right, let's see. I've gotten to the bottom of my bag. I don't feel anything else down here. The only other thing I've got, the bag itself has its own rain cover that goes with it. And in my pocket of my shorts, I've got my Camino guidebook. If you like ebooks, great for you. I really like having the book to be able to just sit here and read it without being on my phone. So I usually do have at least one electronic guidebook that I carry with me, but I also really like the traditional book. A bunch of these products we've got linked down below in the description. If you've got something that you think I'm missing, leave me a comment down below and tell me. And I know you're already gonna tell me I got too much stuff, but tell me what I shouldn't take. Tell me what I don't need. This will be my 6th Camino this summer, and let me tell you, the evolution of the stuff has been amazing. So this is pretty pared down for me. If you want to take your hiking poles with you on the Camino, maybe you're particular about the poles that you have, you really love them, you're gonna have to check them on the airplane. They won't let you carry them on. Now you've got a couple of options, and probably the best one is to get a small art tube or architecture tube. It's a cardboard tube. Sometimes you can find them made out of plastic. You can get them at a lot of shipping stores like UPS or FedEx. They only cost $8 to $10 most of the time. Your hiking poles will fit inside of them, and then you just seal it shut and check it as a check bag. In that, I usually carry my hiking poles and I throw the pocket knife in there. Plus, if you wanted to take like a full-size shampoo or some other liquids that are too large to go into your carry-on bag, which is your backpack, you can throw those in there as well. It's a great way to get your stuff to Europe, and then you just throw the tube away. In Santiago, there are several supply stores where you can buy another tube to bring it back home, or you just leave it for another pilgrim. Michelle's also posted a video of what a solo woman might need on the Camino. Also, we have a video about traveling as a couple with a luggage service and day packs. So we save a lot of weight that way because we double up some of our items and we're not carrying anything. So we're gonna show you what goes in our day packs on those trips. Thanks for taking this adventure with me, and follow us all summer long on the Camino del Norte.